From the Cryon Entourage, I am the wisdom of the feminine divine in honor of the wisdom of the masculine divine, speaking in these times of change to remind you of the unity that is growing within you, that is already there, that you are already nourishing. We encourage you to continue. For as the unity continues to grow within you, matures, reaches a resonance of wholeness not seen on this planet before, you imprint the collective, and it continues to grow exponentially. Feel this through your entire being, for your presence is welcome upon the planet at this time. You are encouraged in this moment to take part wholeheartedly. Truly, the integration of all the shades of light that you are. You come forward into wholeness, into a level of completion, where there's a brand new resonance, an impulse of purity, of expression that has not been here before. Well done. You are welcome here. Take a breath. Now, indeed, we wish to acknowledge that there are times of change, and during this change, there's times of the chaos and times of the coherence. At this point in your evolution, we would suggest that it is not as important to know every detail as to why the chaos is there, to know why the disharmonies are there. For out of it comes greater clarity and focus. It is a time of polishing. And that is what the sacred challenges are for. And yet, right within the challenge is the beautiful opportunity that brings the next level of unity, tranquility, and moving forward. Feel your hearts. Let them open to the new levels and the new energies. You are far more courageous than you know. The energy of infinite love. It is within each and every one of you. And so we also wanted to acknowledge during this time that there will always be a part of your divinity that you're looking for, that feels like something is missing. And yet we wanted to point out that you have indeed created new patterns of wholeness that are more complete than ever before. For that is the new paradigm. And the paradox is that you will continue to retrieve and learn and grow and become more of who you are. It is appropriate. It is how it works. We ask you to look at that which you have already built, that which you have already funded within you. And where the places are still open and you know there is more, to have the trust, the confidence, and the understanding that there is more to come. Feel that. It is in your hearts. It is part of your truth. We wanted to remind you, nourishment from beyond the veil. Feel yourselves in this moment. How beautiful. Now, there are moments that you may find yourself moving back and forth. Do I do this? Do I do that? Back and forth you go. You are not alone. And we wanted you to see that too. You are not alone. Very clear, very strong. We wish to remind you, you agreed to this time and you are being offered a plan and you are building on the energy of infinite love. You truly are. The plan is there. Perhaps it is time for more clarity, more focus, more awareness. And that is what is given to you. That is what is here in these times together in this way. There is the beautiful blessing of that which you understand as the divine, the wholeness, all that you are, the I am within. There are blessings you generate today as a group for those who are here now and those who are here in another now. The group consciousness brings forth the blessings of wholeness. Know that everything is ready. You have done very well. The energies of your heart, the energies of the reality upon this planet are fertile and growing and ready, and you're just beginning. Now, it is the time for you to birth yourself anew, again and again. There is so much more, all around you, all through you. And where there have been the times that you could go so far and stop, now, with great joy, with great love, we tell you, you may go into the new arenas, the new spheres of your reality, and there is much there. To give birth to the energies of who you are as a human, as a citizen of the universe, as a citizen of the stars. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. So this is the encouragement for this time. These are the messages from beyond the veil. Just a few more. But we ask you to feel the energy as you are experiencing it now, in your wholeness, in your holiness. The transformation is deep. You will continue to feel that. And even in the depth, you may express or you may feel energies that are very different, asking you to go deeper, to understand, to get ready for the next leap. In this process, where perhaps you find yourself in quiet, where you find yourselves perhaps wanting to celebrate more, but finding this time for introspection. It is very important, and again, there are blessings, they are yours. You agreed to this time. You have accomplished much. And there are indeed now the times of opening for the fruits of your labor, for the rewards. Are you ready for such a time? You are coming into a new energy where you will learn how to give and receive with balance, to take your place as leaders in the new energy. And of course, you begin with the leadership of yourself. But what you bring here today is what we have reflected to you, is what we have just offered in this time, in this channeling. A deep breath and a smile, inside and outside. What a joyous occasion. A time to be able to share in the resonance of infinite love. I am the wisdom of the feminine divine, in honor of the wisdom of the masculine divine. Reminding you that you're doing it. Creating the unity within, imprinting the collective. It is tears of joy. Well done as you finish this year. Together, let us affirm. And so I am, and so I am, and so I am.
Greetings, dear ones. I'm Cryon of Magnetic Service. Can you feel it? There has been a change in the room. The change lays there ready, dear one. If you want to experience the energy, is different. And like everything else we present to you, it is the free choice within the human to discern it or not, to accept it or not. And perhaps you have come today as one that did not expect to hear channeling or believe it. Perhaps you are sitting there and simply enduring this. It's not in your consciousness at the moment to even believe it is real. And we celebrate you because this is the free choice we want you to have. We want you to have the discernment where you know it is real and the energy flows into you in a way that you can say, I know it is true, I know it is real. You cannot fool me because I feel it inside my core. That's who I'm talking to. There's a change in here. Now the teacher Peggy, the one to my left and your right, in her channeling she speaks of new paradigms. She teaches new paradigms. She talks about rebirth. She teaches it. That humanity is actually coming out of a dark time. We're going to talk about that later tonight. And what that means for so many of you, especially the sensitives in this room, is a realignment with energy. Now I know who's here. I really do. I know why you came. Some of you have come for profound things, for the healing that you wanted for some time, for situations that you wanted to clear, for new information you wanted to hear about. Others have just come because you were asked to. I know who's here. And what I know is that every single one in the room is an old soul, whether they think they are or not. It is what brings you to this place. And what I want to tell you right now, if you will accept this, I will say to you that this is a cone of safety. And what I mean by that is that you are here receiving an energy right now that is being put to you and given to you and placed within you if you accept it. That is going to strengthen you when you leave. And the strengthening is not what you expect. It's the strength of discernment and consciousness. It is about you believing what you believe. It starts to change that which we call that factor that so many old souls have, where you don't believe you're worthy. Self-worth. How is yours today? How do you feel about yourself and what you might be able to do? When you look at the things that we talk about, do you hear them just as things that somebody else is doing and you wish you could be included? Or is it you? We have come to speak to you, not an old soul next to you. Do you understand this? That every single one, no matter what your age in this room, is experiencing the same new energy on the planet. Now, you have earned this. But if you're sitting there and you don't believe you are worthy or you are afraid of this energy, let me tell you, you have not understood that you have earned the right to be here. Old soul, you paid the price. And graduation is imminent. And you can't sit around thinking for one moment you don't deserve it. You're not going to get anywhere. You're going to stay in the old energy, and you're just going to wallow in fear if you don't get this one thing. I'm going to talk about that later tonight. I'm going to give you a summary of everything I've talked about for a year. Not everything, but the high points. And among them is, who do you think you are? Do you have it clear yet? God has not given you anything. Old soul, you've earned it. How many lifetimes did you have to go through experiencing what you did to come to a place where you finally stand tall and say, I've arrived. There isn't anything else I need to go through. I don't need to suffer anymore. I don't need to be disappointed anymore. I don't need to fear anymore. I can stand up, paste on myself a shield of knowledge and experience, and move out of here. And that's when you start with the new things we are starting to give you. How many of you spend most of your time worrying about who you are? And I'll tell you, a lot of you, and you may not even know that. How do I do this? How do I do that? Can I do this? What is the process of doing this? If you only knew. Do you know how potent your intent is? There are humans in here who don't, but they think they do. And you start with, I intend, dear Spirit, to have a healthy body. I intend to get through life without worry. I intend to stop fearing. And then you're quiet for a moment and your brain goes, even though I don't deserve it. You're going to have to change that programming. I mean now. Because this is the time you waited for. Don't waste this. Don't waste this with unsurety and lack of self-worth and doubt and worry. All of that old energy that just lays there, smiling at you, saying, I got you. Because it does, if that's how you do it. Can the human being really get past that point? And the answer is, oh yeah. We wouldn't have told you this if it were not so. Oh yes. I know who's here. This is family. And I've watched you go through your lives. We've stood next to you. Some of the worst things a human can experience in your psyche, in your akash. You pull it in with you, and now it's time to see if what it is, experience, so you don't have to do it again. Have you got that? So you don't have to do it again. How many of you want to go back to school? Let's start with grade school. And you'll say, well, no, I graduated. Exactly. How many of you want to go, back and learn your ABCs or to read or anything? No, because you've been there and you've done that and you don't need to. Dear one, I want you to think about this. Because suffering, fear, all of those things, you've been through them. You don't need to do them again. It's graduation time. Time to change into a new paradigm. A soft one. I'll talk about it tonight. A review of what I've said to you in this year of change. 2014 we have defined as year one. Year one of a new civilization on the planet. Old souls begin to awaken. And so it is.